The future of the Deputy Prime Minister Dominic Raab tonight hangs in the balance. But so too does the future of the civil service in the UK to be able to frustrate, derail and subvert a democratically elected government delivering on the wishes of the British people. The woke blob cannot win. They want to destroy the country in order to bring down this Conservative government, in large part because they will never forgive them for delivering on the people's will to Brexit. Raab is the latest in a long line of powerful Brexiteer ministers who the woke blob have tried to pick off. The highest profile was the former Home Secretary, Priti Patel, who they also farcically claimed was a bully. Boris Johnson rightly stood by one of his closest allies. He knew the stakes on illegal immigration, woke policing and terrorism were just too high to let unelected civil servants defenestrate one of his most powerful cabinet ministers. Now Rishi Sunak must prove he has the same muscle to stand up to his own, or stand behind his most senior ally. And this is not just a test of Sunak's political will. I believe it's a test of his character too. I remember these dark days. Do you remember last summer? When other Sunak allies had long disappeared as Liz Truss thrashed him in the race to become Tory leader, Raab was a constant presence by his side. Besides, a pathetically snowflake culture permeates Westminster. The woke wastrels can't cope with any Tory telling them what to do, especially if said Tory is an avowed Brexiteer. I don't know about you, but I actually want a Deputy Prime Minister who is strong enough to demand answers and delivery. And yes, sometimes that might be done in an abrasive manner. Much is at stake. And the allegations we've heard so far about Raab only amount to him being a demanding boss, with talk of microaggressions, staring at someone, and even chucking his prep tomato salad into a rubbish bin.
Some officials who had to work with Dominic Raab were offered therapy. Behaviour was described as nasty, horrible and manipulative.
I saw him seething at other senior people, hard staring at you, cold fury. It was pretty sinister. And raising his voice. Lots of it was what I'd describe as microaggressions.
We've had reports of civil servants bursting into tears before and after meetings, civil servants actually being physically sick because of the fear.
Allegations about civil servants being too scared to go into his office. Even the rather notorious claim that he once got so angry in a meeting that he threw a tomato from a Pret salad at someone.
Sack him immediately! I mean, how ridiculous. By the way, Labour's pearl clutching over Raab must be ignored. Never forget the way they stood by the proven bully John Bercow, the then Speaker, simply because he wanted to overturn the biggest democratic mandate in history to depart the European Union.
Should Labour be nominating John Bercow for a peerage given the allegations of bullying against him?
Well, I think the allegations are one thing, and I don't know whether they have any substance to them or not. There has always been a tradition of the Speaker of the House when he retires or she retires going into the House of Lords. It is pretty extraordinary that the government didn't nominate him for that. So I think that it was right for Labour to, I think we're doing the right thing by nominating John Bercow for a peerage.
What an utter hypocrite Thornbury is. This has been the woman who's been on television all day saying that Raab should be sacked. Look, woke blob officials are now telling their favourite newspaper, The Guardian, of Raab, if he stays in the department, senior people will want to walk. Well, good. Let them go. Raab actually needs officials committed to the cause, especially given the battle ahead for the Justice Secretary as the government enters an all-important row with the ECHR to stop the boats.